Hey, Dr. Paula here with an interesting aha moment that I just had that I wanted to share. So, today, as I was getting out of bed and walking to the bathroom, noticing that my feet are still sore, and this has been going on for 2 years. And this morning is the first time that I actually thought, when did this actually start? And I traced it back to 2 years ago. It started in Mexico. And at the time, of course, I blamed it on the tile. The whole condo in Mexico is tiled. And I thought maybe just walking on the tiles that I'm not used to is hurting my feet. But of course, that was ridiculous. So this morning I thought, what else changed during that trip to Mexico? And that was when I started my true cellular detox. And it was kind of funny because when I was traveling to Mexico, I literally had like my entire duffel bag, which was my carry on, was full of pills. And I thought, I'm going to be arrested for drug trafficking because nobody's going to believe that any one person needs to take that many pills and supplements in just a matter of 6 weeks. But that was part of that true cellular detox when I was trying to get the mercury out of my mouth. Well, that started me on this nonstop 2 year binge of just taking so many supplements. And while these thoughts were coming to me, I got one of those huge intuitive hits this morning that said, Paula, you better go to the body code and ask the question. And I mentioned the body code last time as being one of my invaluable tools to get answers, not only to get answers, but to actually resolve some problems. But I never actually asked about my feet. And I think it's because they only hurt me for like 10 seconds, 10 or 15 seconds. By the time I actually make it to the bathroom, they get better and better. And then out of sight, oh, not out of sight, but I'm just not thinking about it because I'm not hurting. But this morning, first thing, I jumped onto the body code and I just want to show you, I'm going to reenact what happened, okay? So here I am in the body code, and this is the home page. This is the first place you start when you're asking questions. So the first thing I did was identify which of these six was causing this chronic pain in my feet first thing in the morning. And it led me to toxin. So when I clicked on toxin, the next thing it led me to was drug. And then it led me to pharmaceutical. And then it led me directly here to OTC, over the counter medicine. And I thought, isn't that interesting? Because it's exactly what my intuitive hit was. But with the body code, you never just stop there. You always have to ask the question, is there an associated imbalance with this problem? Now, obviously, I know I'm probably taking too much, but maybe it was a particular one of the things that I'm taking. Who knows? So I just asked what was the associated imbalance. And from that, I was led to circuit and system. And then I was led to organ. And then from there, now my intuition, I thought it was going to be kidneys, but I was wrong. It led me directly to the liver. And all this was saying was there is some sort of imbalance in my liver. Now, this is very interesting to me because the liver, the spleen, and the kidney meridians all go through the feet. And all three of those organs are your detox. Your kidneys have to flush out the supplements and vitamins and nutrients, but so do the spleen and the liver. And I think we all know that the liver is basically our filter system. It's our detox system. And if the liver is overloaded, it cannot do its job. So this made perfect sense to me. But of course, I didn't stop there. I again asked the question, was there an underlying imbalance? And the answer I got was yes. And this time I asked what the underlying imbalance was that was directly relating to this liver imbalance. And it took me back to toxin, only this time it took me to excess. And here, when I asked which of these six, it took me directly to nutrient toxicity. I nearly fell off my chair. I thought this was so interesting. And look at the first line here. It's possible that you can get too much of a good thing. So, in other words, this is not saying that these supplements are bad for me in any way. I mean, I go through great lengths to make sure that I know exactly everything I'm putting in my body is exactly what my body needs. But in this instance, I'm just doing too much, and my body needs a break. So I hope you can see how I thought that that was so very interesting. I mean, honestly, my gut intuition kind of gave me the hit that I really didn't need the body code, but I always I need the proof. I always need to see the proof. So this was an interesting lesson for me. So starting today, and it's kind of serendipitous because I am taking a very big blood test this Friday, and one of the requirements of this blood test was to go off all medications or supplements and nutrients. So starting today, I'm going clean. So it's going to be interesting to see after 3 days. And I probably am going to just keep going here just to test because I love to test things. I'm going to keep going maybe for a week without taking any supplements or minerals or vitamins at all and see how my feet do. And I will keep you posted.